Hey folks, Gregg here. Today I'm going to be reviewing F9 or Fast and the Furious 9 or just Fast 9, whatever you want. So the Fast and the Furious franchise is interesting. The naming scheme for all the movies is all over the place, but that's besides the point. I'm a fan of what Fast and the Furious is now. It's this over-the-top kind of AAA B movie that I love to see, like giving, a studio so much money and then making the most over-the-top, ridiculous shit possible. That's why I go to the Fast and the Furious movies. There are a lot of people out there that don't quite understand that, or aren't or they do get it, but they're just not interested. When Fast and the Furious first came out, it could be argued that the first 3 movies are car movies. Legitimately. There's a bunch of moments where they talk about the cars are a big deal. That stops being the case after 4. Jeremy Lin came on and took control of the franchise and took it in a completely different direction. And that's why I love and I'm excited for new Fast and the Furious movies. F9 doesn't disappoint in that department. It is very well done in the ridiculous. When I'm watching the movie and they're like, some spoilers by the way, folks, when they're like, hey, there's a minefield, how fast do we have to drive to avoid being blown up? Let me do some quick math, 80 miles an hour. That shit's ridiculous, and it's also very funny. And there's a bunch of other moments in this movie that are just as over the top, just as ridiculous, and I eat that shit up. It reminds me of kind of silly, over the top B movies from the 80s and the 90s, and it's just so much fun. It's just a lot of fun. I don't know how else to put it. They're live action cartoons at best. And this movie becomes even more self-aware about what it is versus the other movies. There's a bunch of moments where it just kind of makes fun of itself if you get the jokes. Like currently, a meme online right now is that Dom, or Vin Diesel's character, is being inserted into other movies and TV shows and solving the problem with family. That's a long-running joke within the Fast and the Furious community. Even outside the community, that's a thing. One of the greatest things I saw was a bunch of friends of mine. They went to Olive Garden, because when you're there, you're family, and then drank a bunch of Corona out in the parking lot next to their cars before going and see Fast 8. That's the kind of shit that I love. That's why I like. That's part of the reason. And I have to thank a friend of mine. He got me into the Fast franchise after 3. I didn't like 3, so I didn't care, so I didn't see 4, I didn't see 5, I didn't see 6. 7 was about to come out, and he was like, no, you're coming over, we're watching every single one of them. We're going to have Coronas, it's going to be great. And I was like, alright, sounds like a good time. We watched all of them, and I fell in love with the franchise. All over again. And again, I can't stress this enough. It stopped being a car movie a long fucking time ago. Yes, there are new cars in it, but it's as important as, let's say, a James Bond movie. That's the best way I can put it. As for the story of F9, it's fine. It's serviceable. It's not great. If you were to ask me exactly what the plot of that movie was, I don't really remember as much. I know that, John Cena's character... By the way, half of the people in this movie cannot act, but that's part of the fun of it, so enjoy that for what you will. But the main plot is Dom's brother, who's played by John Cena, which is hilarious, comes back from exile and is now a problem for Dom, and other characters from past movies that come back, and it just becomes ridiculous. Somebody said it best, that the Fast franchise is basically an anime shonen, because every single time we get a new movie, there's a bigger threat, and characters come back from the dead, like in a shonen. Or if you don't know what a shonen is, Dragon Ball Z is the best example I can give of that. But yeah, I'm going to say the Fast 9 story, with its over-the-top action, I'm going to give a solid 8 out of 10. Story's not great, but it's serviceable, it's fine, it moves the ridiculousness forward, and the over-the-top in the movie, it hits an all-time high. I'll say one of their biggest gimmicks, which you might have seen in the trailer with a car with an engine strapped on the back, is very funny, doesn't have the best payoff. Doesn't have the greatest payoff, so we'll see. We'll see where the franchise goes. I'm a fan. I can't wait for more. But yeah, that's I don't know why I said 8 out of 10. That's the weirdest thing. I'm gonna give it an A-. There we go. That's what we do on this channel. We give grades, not scores. Whatever. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. Let me know what you thought of F9 if you saw it in the comments below. All the links to our socials are down below. You can follow me on all the socials under Chub Rock Geek. And go check out the podcast. We reviewed... right now we're going through Loki as it's premiering on Disney+. So we're very excited about that. So yeah, go check that out, and see you next time.